What's going on, my great smelling dudes? This is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude, back with... So I finally got my order in. I told you guys last week that I had an order coming from News Parfums that had 3 brand new release fragrances. Guerlain's Abbey Rouge Parfum, the new Santal Marin by Kenzo, and this one, the one that I'm going to be reviewing today, doing my first impressions. This is Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male Lover. So that's what I'm talking about today, doing my first impressions. So without further ado, let's get it. What's good, my great smelling dudes? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Randy, aka Fragrance Dude, back with yet another first impression of a 2024 new release designer fragrance, again by Jean Paul Gaultier. But before we get into that, if you like my content and you're not subscribed already, we're almost at 10,000, so please do that. Also hit the like, comment below, let me know if you're interested in trying this, if you've tried it, what you think about it. So again, I got 3 fragrances in this haul from News Parfums. I'm going to be doing them back to back to back, and then I'm going to release the videos in my least favorite to my most favorite. So whichever one you see first is going to be my least favorite, and then so on. So we'll see how this one fares. But again, that's going against Abbey Rouge Parfum, which, hint, I don't really like that much. I sprayed it on right before this video, like an hour before the video, and I'm going to be recording that after, but I just wanted to get a feel of the dry down because the original Abbey Rouge Privé from last year, it took like 2 hours to get to the dry down, so I wanted to have a head start on that one. With that said, we also had Kenzo Homme Santal Marin, and this one. This is what we're doing my first impression on today. It is Jean Paul Gaultier's Le Male Lover, which loosely translates to the man lover. And so if you're uncomfortable in your own skin, or you're like a sissy or a twat or something like that, and you get offense by that and you can't wear a fragrance just because of the name, then I mean, do you, bro? But honestly, it's all about the fragrance, and so I don't care. I mean, it's not like my wife is going to be like, haha, you have a fragrance called the Man Lover. I mean, bro, I'm married. I'm comfortable with myself. So anyway, the canister looks really cool. I took off the cellophane because I hate the canister. It takes forever to get them off. But yeah, it looks like an Ed Hardy poster. It's actually really cool. It's probably my favorite one from the house. And then the bottle. Oh, the bottle looks the same too. I didn't notice that. But yeah, it's a little bit darker, but really cool. And I'm guessing this is going to be a fresh Le Male. I mean, it's released in the summer. And the other fresh Le Males I've had were Airlines. Didn't really like that one too much. In the navy, that was okay. The 3 character bottles, which were Le Male Eau Fraiche. Superman was a little bit too floral, but I liked it. Popeye was nice. And my favorite of the 3 was Andre Edition. I have that in the other room. It's filled with ISO-E Super. It's a fresh Le Male, a little bit more modernized. Very nice with neroli, and it lasts like 8 to 10 hours, so it's a really good fragrance. So let me get this out and get it primed onto my skin. There we go. Oh, that's really good. That's really nice. It starts out, it has like that Le Male-ish DNA, like that Le Male Eau Fraiche style DNA, where it's almost like a fresh, modernized version of that vanilla lavender, but it has a little bit of this spice to it, like a little bit of pepper, as well as a slight bit of citrus. I can't tell what it is though. It's like some kind of like mandarin orange, or maybe like a mandarin orange lime mixture. I'm not sure. It's mixed in with that spice, so it's kind of like dominating the fragrance. That freshness and the spiciness is overtaking the citrus, but it's a nice blend. Also has a little bit of like a fresh ambery undertone. This is really good. It kind of like reminds me of almost like a peppery version of Le Male Eau Fraiche, the Andre or the Popeye. Doesn't remind me of the Superman, because that one had a little bit too much floral. But yeah, this has a sweetness, but it's not overly sweet. It's fresh. It's clean. It has a little bit more character than the character bottles. Because of that spice and that lime-ish orange scent that's in the background. And this is no way leaning feminine. This is no way leaning unisex. This is actually like more on the masculine side. I mean, it's really nice. It falls in line with the Le Mans Eau Fraiche, the Code Colonias. It falls in line with those, where it has that fresh, clean, but also it has that vanillic tone and a little bit of amber underneath it. But this one just adds in this spice and almost like a mixture of the citrus. Still a bit aromatic, but yeah, that's really freaking good. Well, I'm not going to keep smelling and telling and smelling and telling. I'm going to come back in about 45 minutes. I'm going to do one of my other first impressions, and then I'm going to let this one dry down. Let you guys know exactly how this dries down to about 45 minutes, and then we will be right back. All right, my dudes, we are back. This is about 35 minutes because it's telling me what I need to know. We are doing my first impression of Le Mans Lover by Jean-Paul Gaultier. Again, if you can get past that name, which shouldn't be a big deal to people who are comfortable in their own skin, it's really a freaking good fragrance. It pushes out phenomenally. It's actually better than I'd never thought that there would be a fresh Le Mans that pushed out better than Le Mans Eau Fraiche Andre Edition, because that has the ISO-E Super in it, and that helps it push out and stay on your skin for about 8 to 9 hours. This one is actually pushing out a bit more. And it's, again, even at 35 minutes, we're well above average pushing out right now, 6 feet. I mean, it is fantastic. But the reason I said I didn't need to go much further into the dry down, it's because it's linear, but it's a good linear. The only difference is that there was this kind of like citrus mixture. I had to look it up. It's finger lime. I've had issues with finger lime in the past where I didn't know exactly what the smell was. But yeah, the citrus in it is finger lime, which, if I can recall, was in that fragrance by Goldfield and Banks, Bohemian Lime. And I think that was the other one that I had issues trying to figure out what kind of lime it was. But yeah, this one, it has that peppery tone. It has that freshness. It has that aromatic vanilla that you get from, it's like a modernized vanillic Le Mans. So it's the Le Mans DNA. Let's just say Le Mans Eau Fraiche. If you've tried that, it's a peppery Le Mans Eau Fraiche with this lime mixture up top. That's what it smells like, at least for the first like 30 minutes. And then that lime starts to go away. And then that's pretty much what you're left with, is more vanilla in place of that lime. And it's beautiful. It's simplistic. It's very easy wear. If you're looking for something that is fresh, clean, but has a nice little bit of sweetness that's not overpoweringly sweet, this is going to do it. I'm telling you, this is probably my first or second favorite fresh Jean-Paul Gaultier fragrance. I mean, I like this better than both Le Beaux. All three Le Beaux now. I like this better than the Airlines, the Indian Navy. I love it better than... I don't know. The only one that it might not beat is Andre Edition, but I honestly think it might. I like both of them, and they both are different enough to wear them separately, because the Le Mans Eau Fraiche Andre Edition has the ISO-E and the Neroli, while this one really leans heavier on that vanilla aromatic peppery tone. And so I'm going to give this an 8.5. I actually really enjoy this. I think a lot of people like that Paradise Garden, which didn't really hit the spot for me. This is my favorite Jean-Paul Gaultier release out of the last three, because I didn't really like the Elixir. It was too strong of a powdery vanilla for me, a Tonka vanilla. And then Paradise Garden's nice. It's just I won't buy a bottle of it. It doesn't hit that spot for me, but this one does. This one hits that spot because it's not overpowering, but it does push out. It's probably going to last a decent amount of time for a fresh fragrance. I had my wife test it, and she says, wow, that's actually really freaking good. It's not doing anything that's like over the top, but I like those style of fragrances. Ones that are simplistic. You could wear this to work, or you could wear it just outdoor in a summer, spring, or fall day. You could easily wear this into the winter if you wanted a fresh fragrance for the winter. Yeah, very beautiful. I'm really excited about this. This might be my favorite of the three. We'll have to figure that out. But this is Le Male Lover by Jean-Paul Gaultier, and that is my first impressions. I will come back and do a full review of that in about a week or two. So, yeah, let me know what you guys think, if you've tried it out, if you're interested in trying it, and I'll be back with another one. Peace out.